Welcome to the second part of the demo series. In the last video we covered the twin blade. Now we're gonna cover the sword and gun. Now for the sword and gun we're using the sword and shield and MVP. The sword and shield and sword and gun both use the same animation blueprint. So if you go here to anim graph, movement, the person idle, we're gonna start with the common. Now this is the common one. It's like the previous one. The common is the ones without any weapon equipped. From 0 to 800, no changes. After that, we're gonna cover the false path of the targeting. This means I'm not targeting anyone, so I'm gonna always remain at direction 0 with these in mind. So 0 to 800, from minus 180 to 180. And the exact same blend space is gonna be used, but adding a direction to it on the true path. Now for the blocking pose, even though sword and gun doesn't have any blocking, since I'm using the same anim blueprint, I'm just gonna cover this really quick so I don't have to cover it again on the sword and gun section part. So for sword, shield, walk run, we have these. I'm showing you the names. They're all within the same thing, no changes. So with that we have the layer plane bare bones. So this one runs on the lower body. The upper body will run this animation. Simple, straightforward. So once you have that, you don't have to do anything else. Everything is set by itself. So let's go back here and we're gonna do the data asset associated with it. Again, you're gonna have all the inputs, all the states will be there, and all the abilities. Now the ability montages, we have 23 of them. That's much more than the twin blade. But sword and gun was used against Maria. Maria had lots of interaction with the player, so that's why you have lots of them. Now I'm not gonna discuss the inputs. I'm just gonna show you the animation I used. You know this and how it was set up from the light attacks from the twin blade section. So we're gonna go over this combo 011, 012, 013, and 014. Make sure the fourth doesn't have an input buffer to a next attack, because that's the end of the light attack chain. Or you can have it and simply it will go back to 1. So dodge is just exactly the same as the twin blade, no changes. I'm using the exact same animations. Now for the player hold, we're using this one, also same animation. You can see it's from twin blades. Now player heavy attack was the gunshot. Now the gunshot was taken from Lady Maria's anim set. And I can show you here. I actually changed it from the original skeleton, that's why it's a bit different. So this animation was taken from the Lady Maria pack anim set. I'm gonna link all the animation set that I used in the description, so make sure you look at that. Gunshot will have this notify, which is player shoot gunshot. Simple stuff, nothing big. Just shoot it in the front direction, or if you're targeting something, it will shoot it in its direction. So that is this. So for the specials, same, sorry, not the same, they're a bit different. We're using protector and also normal attack property, no changes. So 041, 042, 043 from protector. Normal hit abilities, same exactly as the twin blades, no changes. The knock also the same, the large also the same, ragdoll also the same. This one also is the same. SAS, sword and shield. We have the execute him, which is the same thing I showed you from the twin blades. The equip, I'm using the protector one. For unequip, I'm using the twin blades one. For the death, also the same as twin blades. The grab also the same. You don't have to worry about this animation, by the way. There's no grab death. It just remains on ground. If you have the loop, it won't matter. Block start, I'm using this for the sword and shield, but I also have that on sword and gun because I duplicated what I originally had. So I'm just gonna cover this. It also applies to sword and shield, so keep that in mind. This is what happens on start. At the end of the start, I'm trying to run the loop or set back to nothing ability. Nothing ability sets the states back to idle. So either you continue into looping, which has its own conditions, or you reset back to idle. So block end also has this. At the end of it, I'm assigning the moveset back to combat and not in blocking. For end ability of gameplay tag, we have this one. By the way, this is also something I want to keep your mind on. If you have a blend out set to a very or a higher number than 0.1 or simply 0.3 or 5, if you have something at the very end frame, there is a chance that it won't run. So make sure it's a bit before, or use this one and specify the ability to end. Why? Because if it's at the end and the animation starts blending into the next one, which is a different ability, if you use the regular end ability of end current active ability, it might end the ability of the next animation that you try to run and not the current active ability, which in this case would be the block end. So if you're gonna use this at the very end, like the very last frame, make sure that you're using this one and not the other one. That's just something to keep in mind. Now for normal block hit, that's if you have your block up. I'm also gonna cover this. It will also help you with the sword and shield. So I'm setting the assign move set to blocking. Buffer inputs, you can attack when you have block on. Sword and shield, player counter, which is the button you click if you get hit by attack and you have the block up. If you click left mouse button on that moment, you'll fire this attack. No changes, all straightforward. Player block defense broken is when you have your block up and your stamina run out on the attack that he dealt on you. So this is what happens. For index 20, we have the large, which is this one. For the stun ability, we have this one. Again, it's from Maria, but make sure that you're targeting the right skeleton. If that doesn't happen, then the animation won't run. Player grabbed, which is this one. That's when Maria hits you. She puts you on your knees and then does this. We have this try perform abilities of class at the end, which is the death, grab death. Now the grab death, if we open this one, I have the animation set up on the right. So on the grab death, I'm just getting the animation that I have. I'm not taking it from the data asset. I'm taking it directly from here. So if you do die while she grabbed you, this will remain. This is what's gonna trigger another regular death. So for player heal, that's the same as the last twin blade. And that covers everything for sword and gun. In the next video, we're gonna cover the sword and shield. So see you in the next one.